Hey, y'all. Hey, Meaty. What's up? Hey, Diane. How you doing, Diane? Welcome, welcome, welcome. 2:30, we're going to be cooking with Chef Phillgud. Hope everybody having a good day. I got my kitchen set up. Hey, Deborah. How you doing, Deborah? Yeah. Come on in, y'all. Come on in. We're going to be cooking today. Got some music playing. Got me some hot tea. How y'all doing? Hey. I'm doing great. I'm doing great. This is my first live. So I'm going to do a quick meal. Hey, Angela. Angela Anderson James is watching. What y'all cooking today? Y'all need to post some of y'all dishes online so I can see who cooking today. I really want me a pork chop sandwich. That's what I really want. I'm doing awesome, Deborah. I am doing awesome. I'm gonna be cooking for y'all right quick. I'm gonna do a quick salad, a broccoli salad. That's what I'm gonna be doing. And if y'all have any questions, type them up. And hey, Meadows, Charlotte Meadows. Anybody cooking pork chops today? I'll be a pork chop sandwich with some bread and some mustard and hot sauce. This tea is good. Oh, it's delicious. Let me show y'all what kind of tea it is. Hold on one second. This is a black apple tea. And I have an orange tea. So I mix these together and let it steep. Let me see. See? It's beautiful. You can smell it. It's so good. And I add a little bit of the lemon. Hey, Sparkle. Hey, Tutu. What's going on? I'm doing my first live. I'm gonna be cooking. Wait for a few more people to get in. And then we gonna cook. Ain't nobody cooking pork chops today? Some fried pork chops? Make me a pork chop sandwich. I hope everybody's doing well today. It look a little dreary outside. I'm here in Atlanta at home. And I am doing my first live. What's up, Cuzzo, Greg? Oh yeah, I'm jamming in the background. I like to play music when I'm cooking. It's therapeutic. It's some old school jams that's on TV actually. Salt and pepper. But shit, yeah, I need to shave. Hey y'all. My sugar foots. So if y'all have any questions or whatever pertaining to the seasonings, the batter mixes, or what's coming up for Feel So Good seasonings and Chef Phillgud, just post them. Look at Sparkle. Push it. Toot toot in the house. Yeah. I was gonna do it later, do the live later on when everybody was getting off work, but I'll say whatever. I'm gonna do it now because I'm bored. I'm at home today. Been doing a lot of admin work on the computer and mixing up some more stuff here. Y'all check this out. Let's see here. Y'all see that? That's a fresh batch. Fresh batch of seasonings. This stuff is selling out so fast. I'm gonna have to find a manufacturer soon to make this stuff for me. Hey, Auntie Lori Baker. Hey, Michelle, how you doing? I'm just sending y'all waves. So again, if you got any questions, if I can see it while I'm cooking, I will try to answer the questions. So let me tell you a little bit about what's going on with Phillgud Seasonings. The brand it's a new breakout brand. It continues to grow very rapidly. I started actually, I went live on June the 12th. So it hadn't been in a month yet. And I'm being asked to be on cooking shows. I'm being asked to go into retail stores with my products. I'm currently working out a deal now with a store in Michigan. It's a black-owned store, grocery store, and they are going to be building multiple locations. So we're working through that deal, and I have a couple of deals with some convenience stores. Believe it or not, people in Atlanta buy bread and seasonings out of the convenience store. I need you to prep me lunch for 1 week. All right, Tutu, I'll do it. I love cooking. So, the brand is doing real well. I have my slow days. I have my days where I can't hardly keep up, and I'm shipping, sometimes 4 times a day I'm shipping out orders. But this last week or so, it's been kind of slow. Hey, Valerie Williams. Hey, Jay Laverne Day. What's up, Sugarfoot? I'm glad y'all are coming in to watch me on my first live. I'm going to get to cooking here in a second. Miss Laura Baker say, hello, I need to get the seasoning. All right, I got them. I got a fresh batch. That I made last night. Matter of fact, I was up till about 4 this morning blending and mixing the elements for the new batches, and then I'm going to bottle them. I'm going to get everything bottled up. I got another 1,000 bottles coming in today via UPS. So I'm going to be bottling all day and get the arthritis going. Valerie, what's going on? So, anybody got any questions before I get started? This tea is good. It's really good. And green tea, black tea is very healthy for you. I put a little bit of that Italian lemon in there, lemon juice. I love this stuff. Remember I made the frozen lemonade with the green tea. It was so good. I'm gonna make some more. If y'all have any ideas on dishes y'all like to see me make, just let me know and I'll put it together. I'm gonna try to see if I can get my son to come on. DeAndre! See if my son to come on and say hey to everybody. Yeah. We're gonna wait for a couple more people to come in. Come over here and say hey. I'm doing live. Yeah, come say hey. This is my son, y'all. He gonna come around the corner. Put his shirt on there. Come say hey to everybody. He's my son works with music. He's a producer engineer with Atlantic Records. So he works with some of the majors. So he's in his room all the time, booming and bamming and waking me up when I do get a chance to sleep. Have you done cooking classes? I would love to attend if you do. I love cooking, but I always look for ways to improve. Hey, Sparkle, thank you. That's in the works now. I'm going to be doing live cooking shows. I'm going to be doing virtual cooking shows. And you know, with COVID, it's kind of like iffy. It's kind of ramping up on COVID again. So I'm going to be probably doing the virtual cooking shows, or if I do like cooking classes rather, it'll be maybe 3-4 people at the max, maybe 3 people plus myself, so that we can make sure everybody stays safe. So I'm at home now, so you know, I got my thermometer. I check my dogs and I check my son. I check myself, make sure nobody have any temperatures. Hold on a second. See, I got my little thermometer, and I check to make sure everybody's temperature is right that come through my front door before they get in. Hey, Lachey. But yeah, hey, Valerie, the prices on the seasonings range from $5.95 to $6.95, and the batter mixes are, hey, Demetrius Dobbins, what's going on, my friend? And the batter mixes are $10.99. And right now I'm running a special online at hey Tyra, www.phillgud.com. 15% off. I've been running 15% off to attract new customers and new family members to try the season. It's a very unique blend. And I got my style of cooking and learning seasonings from my mother, my grandmother, my aunties, and I did have a restaurant. I did a restaurant 5 years ago. I had to shut it down, but I really worked very closely with some companies that do bulk seasonings and elements, and I figured it out. Hey Brian, what's going on, Mr. Clark? So the seasons are very unique. If anybody on here has had them, several of you have ordered that I see is on here. The seasonings, I try to develop them where the flavor elements linger on the back of your palate. So after you take that bite of fried chicken or baked chicken or whatever, you still can taste the flavor of those seasonings, and that's on purpose. Hey, my sister Phyllis Rogers is on. That's my big sister. She's 2 years older than I am, and we talk almost every day. So we're gonna get started. DeAndre, I guess he don't want to be on the camera. He's camera shy. He's very quiet, kind of like I am. So I actually got the camera. I got the camera sitting on a little mini tripod, sitting in the sink, so I can get a good. What you say, Auntie Lori? Love the fried batter. Batter mix almost bit my finger. Wow! Don't bite your finger now, cause that mercy room is packed. I went to a restaurant the other day, and I hurt my arm in the restaurant, and I had a contusion, and I sat in that emergency room in Fayetteville, Georgia. I didn't get home till 1 o'clock in the morning, so I sat in there all night. And it was just crazy. It was packed. So don't bite your finger off, Auntie. My sister Phyllis is on. So what we're going to do, we're going to go in and get started. All right? I ain't going to keep you out too long, but I will be bringing more content and more videos. And I like to do my videos where it's instructional, it's teaching and stuff. Hi, Francis Williams. You got Williams. Is your middle name Williams? I really enjoy your live video. Thank you. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started, and I'll try to do a video at least once or twice a week, according to how my schedule goes. Cause I tend to stay busy. I've always been that type of person to stay busy. Hey, you. Y'all are really y'all been very kind to me and very supportive, and I really appreciate that. That's why I try to run the discounts to give back. Also, too, speaking of giving back, Phillgud Seasonings Company is going to be Feel So Good Seasoning Company. We're going to be giving back to the communities in which we serve, and we serve all across the country. I ship all over the country. One of the charities that I want to start giving back to locally is the Sickle Cell Foundation. I have a very close friend of mine. She actually built my website for me. Her daughter has sickle cell, and seeing this young girl, young lady, beautiful young lady, she's in high school, and she's missed a lot of school even before COVID because of her illness. So she spends a lot of time in the hospital. So I want to do that, and we're going to be, a lot of my charities, I like to help the kids. That's why I want to do cooking classes for kids. And I want to buy them the kitty knives, the different colored knives. So, but I appreciate everybody. So we're going to get started. Today we're going to cook a broccoli salad. No cooking on the stove. It's just kind of like prepping and chopping and mixing and eating, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and get started. So I'm going to tell you that it's the broccoli salad. It's a classic Southern recipe that a lot of you probably have had. I'm going to cook it my way or prepare it my way, and I'm going to eat it my way. And this salad is really good like the next day. You let it sit and marinate and stuff. It's really good the next day. So I'm taking another swig of this tea, and I'm going to get started. But if y'all got any questions or whatever. Oh, one thing. A lot of people ask about the batter mix. You could do the batter mix wet. I suggest that if you mix the batter mix up wet, that you cook your food at a lower temperature, because it'll burn. Okay, I tried it with beer. A lot of people don't like beer, but I tried it with beer. I'm not a beer drinker. I tried it with milk, and the best way for me to do it is just to dry, because it's a flour batter. It's a flour batter. Okay, especially the chicken batter mix is really good with beer. And it's good with fried green tomatoes. Hello, Audrey. Welcome. How you doing? It's really good with like fried green tomatoes, zucchini. You can air fry with it. A lot of people are sending videos and sharing with me that they're air frying with it. So I really appreciate that. I'm glad you guys are enjoying it. So let's get started. So this broccoli salad here that I'm going to cook. Hi, Audrey. Claiborne, Miss Claiborne. What you cooking today? A lot of people don't cook on the weekday, but I like to eat, so I cook. And I don't like eating out a lot, especially with what's going on. I used to work in the restaurant industry, and I had multiple locations. At one point I had 29 locations that I led. Shantana Pie, how you doing, Sugarfoot? I don't work for anybody now but myself. But my history goes back. I spent 36 years with this brand, and worked my way up from a kid up to cleaning up every day, up to a director of operations where I had 29 stores. But when I left, I had 8 locations. All right. Fajita. Okay, we could do fajitas with some green pepper, red pepper, some cilantro. We could do with the shrimp. We could do shrimp and beef mix, or we could do chicken, or we could do all three, and get it fried up real good. Oh, and the cookbook, I'm working on the cookbook, y'all. It's I got 2 publishers right now that's fighting over getting my story. I got one that's like a major, and they guarantee that it'll be a bestseller. It'll be in all the Barnes and Nobles, and you can also download it as an ebook online, and also I'll carry it on the website. And I'm going to be doing probably some coffee mugs with the logo on it, with Sugarfoot on it. What y'all think about that? And the logo. So, thank you, Miss Audrey. Thank you. Okay, so let's get started. All right. So if you can't see, is the humble weight level heavy D? All right, here we go. So what I do, first thing I do is give me a damp towel, and I'm gonna use 2 different knives. So I'm gonna sharpen my knife, and when you sharpen your knife, hold it like at a little angle here, maybe a 15-20 degree angle, and come out like that. Yeah. Get money. Okay, I'm gonna wipe that off, because always wipe your knife off once you get through sharpening, because of the shavings, the metal shavings. You don't want that in your food. All right. So this broccoli salad is very simple, very easy. It's gonna have the purple onion. We're gonna have some raisins. We're gonna have some aged. I love this 18-month Sojourner. I love the aged cheddar. It's really good. All right. Move that over there so y'all can see. Get on my scale. All right. So basically, thank you guys for watching. Thank you so much. I appreciate y'all. Okay, so we're gonna take the broccoli. We want to use, because it's going to be a raw salad, we want to use less as possible on the stem. The stem is a little tougher. This has really got a lot of nutrition in it. It has a lot of nutrition in it, and it's really good when it's steamed. Don't boil your broccoli. If you cook broccoli, don't boil it. Just put a little water in the bottom of your pan and let it steam. Because if you boil it, all of the good stuff goes out, and you just got a bland broccoli. And you want to keep the color. If you know, the less you cook it, the greener it is. Green means good and healthy. All right, look at that. Pretty broccoli. So I'm gonna do 2 heads. I'm gonna cut these and we'll rinse them off real good. So I'm gonna go up top and just kind of cut through it. And it should be able to fall apart. Like that right there. Okay, so we're gonna go again, because remember this is gonna be a raw salad, but we're gonna rinse this stuff off. Kind of do a little rough chop here. You want to keep the broccoli as whole as possible, and remember this salad is a southern tradition, classic salad, and it's really well the next day, because all of the stuff we put in it is going to marinate. It's once it sits overnight. But I was hungry now. What y'all have any questions for me? What questions, what cues y'all got? If you don't, if you think of them after we finish, you can inbox me and I'll be happy to answer your questions. But right now, when you go to the website, place your order. Use MIMI15 to get 15% off your order, and you get your discount shipping. So I'm gonna run that for a little while, just to attract business. And hold on 1 second. Here go my son right here.
Hey, how y'all doing?
Get in there, look at. That's my son, DeAndre. He said, "Hey, everybody. I'm about to cook a broccoli salad." So remember, if y'all have any questions, just if you can't think of anything you want to ask me now, you could put it in my inbox and I'll get back with you. So again, we'll cut all the little stems off. And you don't want your broccoli to be really big bites because it's a raw salad. You want it like fork size, like that's a little bit too big. So we'll cut that off. And I have another one here we're gonna do. Got sugar. Cut all the stems off that you can, closest to the good green part as possible. When your broccoli has like the color, it's kind of, use it. It's good for you. That means it's been in the sun. In the sun. My son, he cooks really good. He cooks desserts real good, like cakes and stuff. He always cook the cakes on the holidays. Hey Trixie Cat, how you doing? Tutu said hi, handsome. Audrey says hi, handsome. Trixie said hi, son. What's in the jar? My sister said, what's in the jar? You got that look like ranch dressing or mayo. Oh, that's mayo. The mayo is gonna go in the salad.
That's some good mayo.
Yeah, that good mayo. What kind of mayo do y'all like? I like Hellman's. It don't give you that real aftertaste. And I use Miracle Whip sometime on my when I do my deviled eggs and my potato salad. All right, DeAndre is gone. He said bye, y'all. I think that's enough. We'll use that later on. All right, so we got the broccoli cut. I'm going to wash this and let it drain while I'm cutting the onion, okay? Let me get some more of this tea. Hey, Chef. Hey, Chef. Hey, Trixie. I never shopped at Aldi's. We have a lot of locations here in Atlanta, but I've never shopped there. A lot of people swear, they love it. They swear by it. But I've never shopped there. I know they have their own brands or whatever. I went in there once when they first came to Atlanta, and it was kind of weird, so I just left. But a lot of people is getting accustomed to it. Maybe I'll try it out, Trixie. Man, that tea is so good. All right, so let me rinse this off, this broccoli off, and I'll be right back. I got my broccoli in the strainer, so I'll be able to shake it off really good. Okay, so now we're gonna cut this onion. And remember what I taught y'all. Hold your knife by the handle. Don't hold it like that because you're gonna risk getting hurt. Oh, we got another Phyllis on. Phyllis, is that my mentor? Mentor? I get it right. But welcome, Sugarfoot. Thank you for joining us. So, with the onion, any onion you cut to keep from crying and have burning eyes, you leave the butt on when you cut. Leave the butt on, and there's no tears at all, no burning. All right. Oh, look at the love. Thank you for the love. All right, so we're gonna cut. Hold my knife here. Use a sharp knife. Remember, if you use a dull knife, it can do that and cut you. It'll slide. A sharp knife is less likely to cut you. Hey, Sophie. Welcome. Appreciate you joining us. Miss Tara Washington. Hey, Sugarfoot, how you doing? What kind of mayo y'all like? Tell me what kind of mayo y'all like. Mayo, mayonnaise. Some people make it from scratch. I've never done that, but I'll try it. Who is this? Benahana? I call you Hannah. Hey, Hannah. Welcome. Thank you for joining. So let's go ahead and get this. We're going to cut it in half. We don't need a lot of onion because it's a raw salad. Gonna take that skin off. I like the Vidalia onion. It's a sweet onion when I have to use a white onion. I keep those. All right, so I still got my butt. Hey, Tara Washington. Tara says she likes Duke's. Duke's is number one. Tutu said Hellman's, yes. I don't like a real pasty mayo. I don't like a mayo that has an aftertaste, and I don't get that with Hellman's. And my little cutting board here, I bought from Walmart. I put a towel underneath so it won't slide. All right, so we're gonna chop this onion and no tears because we're keeping the butt on. Here we go. Let's go in like that. Cut them small as possible when you're doing a raw salad. A lot of people don't like onions, but they're gonna like my onion. Hey, Natasha Littles. Welcome, Sugarfoot. How you doing? Thank you for joining us. Don't forget the website, 15% off your website. Look there, I done went through that bottle. This is my fourth bottle in my red dust. I'm almost done with that red dust. I gotta open up another bottle. All right. So just show y'all something right quick. Let me show y'all how I ship y'all orders. This is my area once I get the product done. So I gotta make some more batter mix. And these are the seasonings when I ship. And this is my shipping table. So that's where I ship, how I put y'all orders together right here at home. But I'm gonna be going into a building soon because I can't keep up from the house. All right, so let's get this onion cut. So we went down, and now we're gonna go. That's good to hear. That's good to hear, Miss Little. You're doing good. Hope everybody's doing well. It looks like the sun is trying to come out. All right, so here we go. So we're gonna cut real thin. Let's see how it just breaks up. Probably a good 3. See how? Look at that. Little fine cuts. Maybe one more. All right, we'll put that to the side. So, all of our vegetables are cut. So the broccoli has drained, so we're gonna go ahead and make our little slurry up to go in the mix, okay? So, I'm going to put that in the bowl. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take mayo, maybe a 1/4 cup of mayo. You don't wanna drown it in this sauce. Quarter cup of mayo. I'm just eyeballing it. I got some sugar here. And you can do sugar in the raw, you know, Splenda, whatever. I like all of it, but this is what I have. This is cane sugar. Don't put too much in there because it's gonna be raisins in the salad. Y'all like raisins? I used to eat raisins as a kid, but when I eat them now, I eat the whole bag. All right. So we got the mayo in there, maybe a 1/4 cup of mayo. We have our sugar, maybe 4 tablespoons. Yep. And now we're gonna use some. I use apple cider vinegar when I make this dish, but I don't have any, so I'm just gonna use some white vinegar. Vinegar is gonna give a little acidity to the bite against the sugar and the raisins. So we're gonna put some vinegar in. They're playing some good music on that radio station or whatever it is. So we're gonna give this a good stir. And guess what I'm gonna add? I'm gonna add some of this very special lemon pepper with a hint of garlic, okay? So we're gonna add that in there. Not a lot, maybe a teaspoon. And it's done. This is our mix. So I have a lot of people asking me to cook for them. A lot of people asking me to come to their house and cook. I have a lot of people asking me if I could give them recipes and stuff. I tell you guys that I love, you know, helping people and giving stuff out. I'll get my recipes out in a second. It's just stuff I developed and tried and tested and loved it. Hey Cody, how you doing? Welcome. I was thinking about locally here in Atlanta, in the suburbs of Atlanta, selling my barbecue ribs. I have rib containers that I had when I had my restaurant, and I was thinking about doing slabs of ribs. So what do y'all think? Y'all think I should sell some ribs? Hey Connie, thank you for coming in. Sugarfoot, how you doing? I see your little picture, you sitting up in your car, profiling. But yeah, I just y'all let me know for the people that's on that, you know, even if you don't live here, do you think that's a good idea to sell ribs? Cause that's my staple. That's my favorite food is barbecue ribs, and oh, thank you, Brian. I appreciate that. Brian said he would buy a slab. The rib rub that I developed is from me trying and messing up and overdoing it and underdoing it and eating a lot of ribs. Me and my doggies and my son and my best friend and the neighbors. I make ribs and give them out in the neighborhood. Thank you, Trissy. Focus on the products now and maybe down the line push it. That's some good feedback, Miss Lori. So just so you know, I'm a multitasker. I'm definitely focused on the products. So that's number one. But anyway, back to this. So we got the mayo in there. We have the vinegar. We have the sugar, and we have the very special lemon pepper in there. Ooh, you spent $22 at Longhorn, and you probably didn't get a lot, did you, Tutu? We got a Longhorns down the street, and they steaks are getting smaller and smaller. Smaller and smaller. Okay, so I'm getting the broccoli. So I'm gonna add this broccoli in. That's probably like a half a pound of broccoli. That's enough for me. My son probably won't eat that. He likes, he's a Taco Bell kind of guy. He likes fast food. That's what the youngins like. So I got my broccoli in here. I'm gonna add my raisins. And I got some raisins for me to eat later. My late night snack. I'm just gonna take a handful and put it in. How did it look so far? So far, so good. Okay, I'm gonna add my onions. And lastly, I'm gonna add my aged cheddar. You can use any kind of cheese, whatever cheese you prefer. Yes, Miss Phyllis, I live in Atlanta. I actually live in Stockbridge, so I'm in South Atlanta. Yes, I live in Atlanta, Georgia. All right, so we're gonna add a handful of cheese. Look how thick it is. You can buy like Kraft cheese, whatever kind of shredded cheese you like. You can do different kinds of cheeses in here. You could do like a Mexican shredded cheese. It's probably really good. So I got everything in there, so I'm gonna mix now. I'm gonna mix it up. I'll mix this up real good. And the sauce is not designed to make it look creamy or make it look thick in the white color or whatever. The vinegar breaks down the mayo, which is what we're looking for. So we're gonna get at a good mix. And again, as you can see, I'm incorporating all the ingredients very thoroughly. I could toss this, but I think I got too much in the bowl. I need to buy some bigger bowl, maybe. Look at that, look at that, look at that. Hercules, Hercules, Hercules. Hey, Davinia, what's up, cuz? Oh my goodness, my cousin. That's my rock right there. Hey, Janice, how you doing, Miss Janice Bryant Montgomery? Welcome. I need to get a food truck and come to the revenue. We hungry. We hungry folk out here. Yeah, I've been looking at that too. There's a lot of things that I want to do. I need to once I get these seasonings in the grocery stores and stuff, and that's what I'm working on. Don't tell nobody. Hey, Deborah Kirk. Hey, Sugarfoot, how are you? All my Sugarfoots watching, I appreciate that. And I cook a lot of fried foods and stuff like that, but today, savory meat dishes. I'm a carnivore. Today I want to do something different, and this recipe is in my cookbook too, by the way. Oh yeah, what about those sweet potato cake bars? Y'all like that? I actually made that. A lot of y'all are commenting on that sweet potato bar, sweet potato pie bar mix, pie whatever. I made that by mistake. It was a mistake. I was doing a catering order, and it was a lot of people there. I only had 2 pie shells. And hey, Miss Flags, welcome, Sugarfoot. And I was like, if I cut this pie into 8 slices, that's 16 slices for 2 pies. It's not going to be enough. So I thawed the pie crust out and put it in a little tin foil pans, and I add a little less of this and a little less of that to make the mix a little stiffer. And you know what? It was a hit. And every time I post that recipe, people are like, can I get the recipe? Can I get the recipe? And I'll be posting it, and people still asking, can they get the recipe? So it's on there. I posted it again this morning. That's in the cookbook too. The cookbook is going to be called Cooking It My Way. Cree Cree? What's up, Cree Cree? Cree? I'm going to call you CC. Is that okay? Welcome, my Sugarfoot. And that's actually my sister's. My sister Phyllis, she taught me how to make that sweet potato pie. That's her recipe. That's my sister's recipe. So when you look at the cookbook, when it comes out, you'll see my sister's sweet potato pie. And it's basically the same ingredients that you put in a regular pie that I made for the sweet potato pie bars. Now, I would definitely try that. It looks delicious and different. Love you. Do your thing. Yes, ma'am. That's my big sister. We used to fight like cats and dogs, boy. Ooh. Cray. Okay. All right, Cray. What's going on? Thank you for coming, Sugarfoots. I love all y'all. Appreciate y'all. Okay, so we're going to get this blended real well. And I'm going to put this in a bowl. Look at them. All right. So you see just a little sauce left. The broccoli really absorbs a lot of the sauce. So again, this is going to be good tomorrow. Put this in a Ziploc bowl, and before you serve it, shake it up real good. It's going to be good. Hold on one second. Let me get a presentation bowl so I can present this to y'all. Towel and wipe my bowl out. Look, I already got my bowl ready. I'm ready to eat. Hey, Keisha Murphy, my cousin, Keisha Murphy. How you doing, Sugarfoot? Thank you for coming in. Mazine, I think I'm gonna make that salad and add some more kale. Oh, you know one thing I didn't add? Bacon bits. The salad, my recipe actually comes with bacon bits, but I didn't get any. So add a few bacon bits in it. It's really gonna give it that smoky flavor. And you can cook your own bacon. You just chop it up and kind of par-freeze it and chop it up with a sharp knife real good and cook it down. Cook it on medium, or like a medium on the stove, and cook it down till it's crispy, and then put it on a paper towel and let it drain. And you can add it in, or you can use store-bought. Don't use the imitation bacon bits because the color has dye in it. Try to stay away from the. Okay, so here we go. Look at that, look at that. How's it walking in though? Hey. We getting all of it. My mom used to tell me don't waste nothing. You pay for it. All right, sit that over there. Jay-Z, hey. Y'all know I'm a DJ too. I DJ on the side. I've been DJing since I was a teenager. Hey Gigi, what's up, baby? Gigi, I ain't seen Gigi since she was in high school. Okay, y'all, so this is it. So what y'all think? Y'all give me some feedback. Look at that, look at that. And remember, always when you cook with passion, and you cook with love, and you share it. That's why I always say love, like, and share. Because your passion is going to come through in your dishes. It's going to come through even if you make a bologna sandwich. Put some passion in it. It's going to come out really good. This is a really, really pretty dish. Look at the green and the vinegar, the acidity of the vinegar against the sugar. and the raisins and the aged cheese. And then you're gonna add your bacon bits to it. Thank you, Audrey. Thank you, Cree. I appreciate it. She gave me a blue heart. I love that. Yep. And then we finished it with the very special lemon pepper seasoning. It's $5.95, $5.95. Why not? Trixie say that looks good. I think I'm going to head out and get some ingredients today. Hey, try it. It's very, see how quick it was? I try to do, see, you know, my target audience going into all of this has always been to provide recipes that are quick. Thank you, Demetrius. Quick, and like that was like, you can cook this like 10 minutes, 15 minutes, it's ready. And again, if you have a barbecue or whatever, cook it the day before, put it in a Ziploc bowl, shake it up. You can go to Kroger and get the little cheap bowls with the lid, the snap lids, shake it up the next day, it's delicious. But y'all keep supporting, and thank you, Tutu, I appreciate that. Y'all keep supporting, I appreciate that, and I definitely support back. You know, the day is 7/7, so we're not supposed to spend no money in the major stores or whatever. I ain't been out today, but you can spend your money with me. But I'm finna get some of this and try it right quick, and we'll talk a little bit more. Give me 1 second, because I got my bowl right here. Let's see if this will work. See, I'm gonna try to go for all the raisins and the good stuff down in there. All right. Always say your grace before you eat. Always say your grace before you eat. Thank you, Heavenly Father, for this meal I'm about to receive for the nourishment of my body. Bless all my sugarfoots, close and far. And bless this Feel So Good Seasonings company. And I thank you, Lord, for putting me on this platform. In your name, Jesus Christ, we pray, amen. Get that crunch. I need that bacon in here. Trixie Cat says, I'm a terrible cook, but I think I can do this. Yes, you can. All of my recipes are very easy. I watch a lot of cooking shows, and they spend 30 minutes on one dish. I try to make it for, I try to present myself to, you know, the world. Connie said, slow down, bro. It's good. But I want to appeal to the working mom, the working dad, who just think cooking is a chore. Cooking is not a chore. Cooking is passion. Cooking is, you know, nurturing your family. But you want to cook in a quick way. You want to make it flavorful. You want to make it good, nutritious for your kids, your husband, your wife, the single dad, like me, single dad, my son, DeAndre. So that's who I'm appealing to with my recipes. So, let me tell y'all about this Mexican seasoning. The Mexican sprinkle. Mexican sprinkle has 17 elements in it. Mexican sprinkle, I put them, the last batch of ribs I cooked, I tried it. It really is. Cooking is therapeutic. It really is. Even when I be mixing my seasonings and blending and balling everything up, and I have my music going, have me a little tea on the side, it really relaxes me. And I get an attitude when my son come in the kitchen and mess with me. I get an attitude because I be in my own little world. But the Mexican sprinkle, I put on that last batch of ribs that I made. And I was just wow. A lot of customers are telling me that they're mixing the seasons together. So I'm working on the ultimate seasoning blend where we're gonna combine all 4 of my seasonings together in a special way. And it's gonna be really good. So that Mexican sprinkle, Pete's rib rub. Pete's rib rub is really good. I sell a lot of this. This is like my biggest seller. That and the well, all of them sell. Probably the biggest seller would be the red dust and the lemon pepper. But cooking is very therapeutic. So this dish here, this is gonna be a little bit for dinner tonight, the late lunch dinner tonight, and then tomorrow, tomorrow it's gonna taste even better because I'm gonna run up to Kroger and get me some bacon bits. Well, I got a pack of bacon in the freezer. I might cook my bacon fresh, and this cheese is really good with it. Now, look at that. I'm at home. So what questions do y'all have? Larita, hi. Miss Tillman, how you doing? Hey, Sugarfoot. And see, I DJ too. This is my little DJ set. And my little Mickey Mouse. I know how to mix and scratch a little bit. I'm sitting in my little cubby hole in my office. So, you know, again, the platform that I have with this with the seasonings and the other stuff is going to allow me to help other people through giving back to the communities. It's going to help other people eat. One of the goals, or one of the things I talk about in my cookbook, is helping homeless people and, you know, poor people, especially in rural areas. Because, you know, when we grew up, in my book I talk about some of the things my mother cooked. We never went to bed hungry. And, you know, my mother, you know, we ate cow tongue, rabbit. And I talked about cow tongue because a lot of people frown on it now. But some of these high-end restaurants are using cow tongue is like a $50 plate with a glass of red wine. And we ate it because it was cheap. But my mother made it good with some gravy and rice. And we ate it. That's all, you know. My mother worked 2 jobs sometime. And my sister, you know, took care of me. But my mother provided. And not only did she do that, she crafted me to understand how to move around in the kitchen. So moving around in the kitchen, knowing how to use seasonings. We always had seasonings in our cabinet. We always had a cabinet full of seasonings. And I watch my mother, hey Renee, how you doing, Sugarfoot? Welcome. I watch my mother navigate herself around the kitchen. Brian say, hey y'all, check out the seasonings. I've tried all of them, plus the batter mix, OMG. Oh my goodness. The seasoning is good. The best he's ever tasted. Thank you, Brian. I'm just waiting on some veggie seasonings for greens. Oh yeah, that's coming. Brian suggested that I make like a veggie seasoning. I would call it probably a soul food seasoning. And I've been pondering in my mind and taking some notes on what I would like to put it, what kind of elements I would like to put in, because I would want this seasoning to be, I would want it to be, to complement like collard greens, mustard greens, turnip greens. So tongue tacos are popular. Right, tongue taco, exactly. I watch a lot of food shows and like Food Network, and I see like these 5-star restaurants are cutting tongue up on the plate and putting it, you know, in a nice little, on a bed of greens or some couscous, and they're charging $50 to $100 a plate. Whereas when we went to the store, I was like, Mom, not tongue again. But she cooked it, but she also baked cakes, you know, and she taught us how to cook. You can take some tongue and put it on some grits with some butter and some seasonings, and you good. But that's what we ate. You know, we ate rabbit. I didn't really like wild food, but that's what we had. We ate a lot of fried fish, you know, seafood and stuff like that. You know, we're from Florida. I was born in Orlando, Florida, and you know, we ate what we ate. My mother taught me how to fish. My mother taught me how to cook. My mother taught me how to barbecue. That's how I learned how to barbecue. I would watch my mom barbecue. Her barbecue used to be so good. I remember one time my sister was gone and she barbecued like a bunch of meat and whatever. And she and I sat at the table. She set the meat down and I tried to grab about 4 or 5 pieces of meat and she told me not to do that, you know, because it was so good. I was a young kid and I put the meat back and I understood that, you know, sharing is caring. Sharing is caring. Don't try to take it all for yourself. What up, Big Dave? My cousin Dave is on. What's going on, Mr. Murphy? Thank you for joining us. But yeah, you know, Dave and, you know, Davinia, we all kind of grew up together in the country in Alabama. And we ate, you know. Even if we cooked a hot dog, we made sure that hot dog was good. We dressed it up. What's up, cuz? Thank you for joining me, cuz. I appreciate that, man. That means a lot. This is my first live. You missed the dish I just cooked, but you can see it again when you look at when the live is over. So Renee says she loved to cook. She learned from both grandmothers. That's good. My grandmother, oh man, we call her Mama Rose. She was an evangelist, you know, and I got some stories to tell you about my grandmama. Yes, we did. We ate good, David. Yes, we did. My grandmother, no matter, you know, like day, night, morning time, midnight, my grandmother, every time you went over her house, she had something on the stove. And she didn't know if somebody was coming. You know, we didn't have a telephone in our house back then. But she knew her grandkids and her kids would probably come over, so she always had greens on the stove. She had them, Dave, you remember those sweet potato turnovers? She would cook them turnovers and put the sweet potatoes in it and fry them or whatever. They'd be sitting on the stove, biscuits. I remember one time my grandmother wanted me to rake the yard. And I went and raked the yard early morning. I spent the night with her. And she cooked me some pancakes. And she liked to can vegetables and fruits and stuff. So she cooked me some pancakes and she fried me a piece of bologna. You know, that Winn-Dixie bologna that was on the loaf. She cut it and fried it. And she made me some Kool-Aid. And those fig preserves, that was the best breakfast I ever had to this day. My grandmother cooked for me. I raked that whole yard twice. But my grandmother grew cantaloupe, she grew strawberries, she grew figs, she grew, you know, the green vegetables. My mama had a garden too. She made us get out there and hold a garden. And my life has always been around food. You know, yes, Lord, them biscuits and homemade jams. You know, it's amazing how she would make that fig preserves, and I've been all over Atlanta looking for fig preserves. I found some, but they're not good. So I'm studying on how to start canning. Cause you know, my sister biscuit recipe, my sister got the best biscuit recipe. She told me about it, and she tried to teach me, but my biscuits never come out right. I know Renee said she just got to work on making her hungry. But yeah, food was a staple of our family, you know. If nobody in my family, if anybody in my family don't know how to cook collard greens, shame on them. Because my grandmother cooked collard greens. She cooked a lot of greens. Yes, she did. She cooked a lot of biscuits. But with that fig preserve, and it was some, what other preserve did she have, Dave? She had strawberry preserve. You got to make your own. That's why it'd be good. Yeah, I was looking at some jars in Walmart and all of the stuff to go with it, but I didn't know what to get, so I just left it. It's so much. But I seen one video where they were making it, but they didn't use all that. They just used figs and sugar, and they let it boil down to a pulp, and they put it in a jar and sealed it, and they put it down in hot water. But I think my mother put her jars in a pressure pot. If I believe that's right. Hey Dave, what Auntie Lori, what other preserves Mama Rose made? Lori Baker's my auntie. But I know that she cooked a lot. We cooked a lot. Oh, blackberry, yeah. And she had muscadine too, right? We had a muscadine bushes running along the fence. Whatever was out there, she grabbed it. Do a tutorial about making them greens. I sure will. Oh, I got a good green recipe. that I actually picked up just kind of playing it back through my grandmother. My grandmother, Brian said my grandmother taught all her grandkids to cook. Exactly. I don't know what these grandmamas doing now. Well, half of them young. I hate to say it, but half of the grandmamas are so young. They, these young folks didn't know. But I may do a show on canning. I'm gonna do a show on canning and cooking greens at the same time. Oh man, my cousin Dave just reminded me, homemade ice cream. She had an old ice cream maker, and she would make it. She would put fruit cocktail in it, or whatever she wanted to put in it. But guess who had to turn it? It wasn't electric. We had to turn it. I had Peter, me, Chef Phillgud, sit on the back porch with the rock salt and the ice in 100-degree weather, Alabama heat, and I had to turn it. And she was like, "No, it's not ready yet. It's not ready yet." My arm would literally fall off, and I screw it back on. But I knew the end result was I was gonna get some of the ice cream, and I haven't tasted anybody else's ice cream like that ever. Renee Jackson said, "Your food always looks amazing, so yes, do the shows." I sure will. Grandmothers now, Brian said grandmothers now are in their 40s. Hey, some of them like younger than that, Brian. Some of them younger than that. But yeah, that's why I thank God that I was born when I was born. And I grew up in the era that I grew up. And I think a lot of us did, because life was simpler. It was more organic. Life was more organic. Yep. I used to take my grandmother to the Winn-Dixie, and especially when they had a sale on sugar and flour, she would make us go in the store because they had a limit on the sugar. She would go in the store and get the sugar, and make the grandkids go in the store and get the sugar, and we'll go out to the car and come back in and get some more. I remember those days. Yes, they are younger. But, and that's why I want to bring the content I bring, especially for, like I said, I want to do cooking, instructional cooking shows for the younger people. Because young people, they're getting into old school music because the music that they have out now ain't all that. I be on YouTube looking at the reaction of young folks when they hear, Whitney Houston for the first time. So that, they're actually going back. And a lot of them, they like to cook. They want to know how to cook. They want to know how to do those things. Wow, the memories. My cousin said, "Wow, the memories." I know, right? Yep. On Bradley Street. We ate straight out the garden. Yes. Man, my mom used to jump on me because I used to love to fry that okra. I go out there, grab that okra, get a basket full of that okra, wash it off, and I cut it up and season it and put some flour on it. And I would cook that okra. If I had nothing else to eat, I fry that okra and put me some ketchup on the side of the plate. That would be my dinner. Yep. My mother cooked a lot of deer meat. I didn't like deer. She said I ate it, but I don't remember eating it. I didn't like that wild taste. So yeah, we had a lot of deer in the family too. A lot of deer cooking. Deer with gravy. We did a lot of cabbage. Oh, well water, yeah. Whoever drank well water? Brian said he missed that well water. That was like the purest water. It was, no matter how hot it was outside, it was always cold. We had city water though, but I've been over a couple friends' houses that my son's mother, they had well water when I met her. And Renee said the younger generation, they really are interested. They really are interested. We just have to be patient to teach them. At least I do. That's great to hear. Somebody got to teach them. So what I'm going to do, I've been on Amazon looking for little knives and stuff. They got some little kid color knives and stuff. So once the kids get finished with the cooking class, I want to give everybody a set of those kid knives to encourage them to cook. But I'll teach them how to use it first. Hey, Mary Schufer, how you doing? Family reunions, we still put the pig in the ground. Oh, that's some good eating right there. That's some good eating. Especially that skin when it be, that crack when it come out, yes. What do y'all season it with? What do y'all season y'all pig with? Renee Jackson says, I don't know anything wild. I don't like anything wild. I had buffalo, but nah, I'll pass. I don't like anything wild either, but a lot of people swear by it. I interact with a lot of chefs and stuff online, and they cook a lot of wild stuff. Somebody had now my mama cooked raccoon before. Somebody had a raccoon on the grill the other day on Facebook. It looked like a dog to me. I couldn't even look at it. Trixie said well water tastes so good. Yep. Because if you do a study on bottled water, even some of the most high-end bottled waters are from municipal sources. Or they got something added to it. Oh, your uncle makes a rub for the pig? You love deer sausage? Oh, Big Dave said purple peas, salmon patties, crackling cornbread. Who know about that crackling cornbread? Woo! Let me know. My house will donate to help out. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'll be. It's gonna be. It's in the near future. Once I really get grounded with these seasonings, I'll be asking folks to help me out with purchasing stuff for the kids. What y'all know about that crackling cornbread? My grandma used to cook it. I don't know, the crackling cornbread now is like, well, I ain't say cornbread, but the crackling now is not like the crackling cornbread back in the day. Unless you go out to the country somewhere and get some of that. What about the pizza from school, the school pizza? Yeah, man, that was some good pizza. That school pizza. Yes, that school pizza is delicious. But yeah, the food that we eat now is nothing like what we ate just 10 years ago. It's full of chemicals, dyes. Miss Connie said the best pizza. Yes, it really was. Oh man, I remember I used to be real skinny, and I couldn't wait to get to school. Brian say fatback ain't the same either. Nah, because they put wax on it. They put wax on fatback. It got to put preservatives in it to keep it fresh. That's why I did what I did today with that broccoli salad. I want to bring y'all something like a raw vegetable salad. And make sure you wash even an apple. When they produce apples in these factories, they coat it with wax to give it a shiny look. Wash that stuff off really good. Wash it off really good because it's not safe. In the long term, it hurts you. But y'all love fatback, especially when it get crispy. But yeah, that crackling cornbread, purple peas, field peas was good. I used to pick peas with my grandmother. We used to go to this farm where they charge you like $2 a bucket, and we'll clean half of the garden out. And it was like a 10-mile garden. We used to pick blueberries in Alabama. That's how we made money, going to blueberry field in August. But yeah, anybody got any questions for me? I appreciate y'all coming to see me. But yeah, and let your family and friends know that that I'm here if they have any questions around food. The website is let them know about the website. Share it. I like to get to 10,000 family members on here, and I can bring y'all some great content. And I'm gonna do that anyway, whether it's one person or 1,000 people. Fatback fried corn and biscuits. Wow. Hey, Brian, you know how to cook, don't you? I saw that steak you cooked, that weekend for last? What about fried corn? How do y'all cook y'all fried corn? I used to watch my, Renee asked me, can I cook custard pie? I've never made a custard pie other than a sweet potato pie. That's considered a custard pie, but I know what you're referring to. No, I have never made one, but I'm still exploring. I'm still exploring myself when it comes to cooking. I'm still learning. That's why I surround myself with watching a lot of cooking shows. Saturday is my favorite day of the week. I like to watch Martha Bakes, Julia Child, Lydia. She does Italian foods. I know that's right, mussels. But yeah, so I learned a lot of recipes. American Test Kitchen. Cook's Country, where they take and dissect the food for you and let you know why it does what it does. So I get a lot of inspiration from those shows. I get a lot of inspiration from y'all though, from my people, my sugarfoots. So you crave it. Hey Renee, what part of the States do you live in? You in Philly? Hey Latoya, welcome. I should go on Chopped. I got my people working on something. My team is working on something. What's up, Ed? That my son right there, Ed. That's my other son. That's my son, bestest friend. Ed, you ain't been over here to see me, man. You came and checked on your pops. What's up? That's my son right there. I love that boy to death. Trixie, you in Detroit? Hey, y'all, tell me where y'all from. Oh, you in Michigan? Okay. My seasonings are gonna be in a store up there. I'm not gonna say which store until the deal is done, but it's a store in Michigan. And the owner contacted me. It's a black-owned grocery store, and he's gonna be building more around the country. Oh, you been working? Yeah, Delta got you working. All right, make sure you stay safe. Don't get that COVID on you. Oh, Miss Phyllis, you and Estelle? My aunt stay out that way, Estelle. Are you out past Six Flags, I believe? Out past Bremen Junction. Renee said she live in East Point, Michigan. We got East Point. We got East Point, Georgia. Okay, so you gotta be probably about 45, I don't know, I think you about an hour away from me. About 45 minutes to an hour away from Stockbridge. That's with traffic. I went out there, I was out that way about a month ago at my auntie house. Trixie in Detroit. What's going on in Motor City, Detroit? What's going on in Detroit other than cars? Okay, let me know about the store. I'll pass. Okay, I sure will. I'm working on the deal now. Renee say, Trixie says she'll pass the information around. Well, pass the website around in my Feel So Good Facebook page and let them see that. I cook a lot and I watch a lot of food shows too. What's your favorite food shows, Renee? I remember Bobby Flay and all of them when Food Network first came out. It was more instructional cooking shows, and it really attracted me to watching that show a lot. But now it's about it's a lot of stuff on there I don't like. They got away from what they started out doing with Emerald. Bam! Oh yeah, baby. So they got away from a lot of the original content, but I guess that's part of the evolution of time and growing their station. But I like instructional cooking shows. I love it. I remember Bobby Flay used to cook steaks and tell us how to cook it and how to check for the doneness of it, or how you want it rare, medium. I like my steak medium. I used to like medium well, but now I like it medium. How you like your steak, Trizzy? Brian, how you cook that steak, man? How did you cook that steak? Did you cook it well done? Yeah, Renee said she's gonna start posting her food too. You and Mookie inspire me a lot, but my favorite cook is Paula Dean. Yeah, Paula Dean like to suck her fingers. She cooks. She cooks. Yeah, medium. Brian said he like his steak medium. Paula Dean suck her fingers in a minute. Won't wash her hands. That lets you know she a good cook. But we gotta wash our hands these days. Now, before you guys, it was my grandmother. Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, my cousin Mookie, she throw down in the kitchen now. It's in our blood. We like to sing and we like to cook and we praise God. That's what we do. We church folk. We church folk. So, we done all this, we done talked. So, before I get off, I like to know what y'all cooking today. If you cook today, Renee said she like her steak well done, medium well. I used to like medium well, but I like it a little bit more on the medium side. What y'all cooking today? Okay, good. Brian said when he order more steaks, he's gonna get me one. Where do you order your steaks from? I like to get my steaks from Publix. I never like to get my meat out of Kroger or anything like that. I like to go to Publix because it don't have all that dye and stuff in it. What about taking those steaks and letting the butcher cut it up real, shave it before you make some Philly cheesesteaks? I've done that too. Oh, Trixie having leftovers today. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Renee says she still eat leftovers from the 4th. I know. Me and my doggies finished up the ribs yesterday. We finished up our ribs yesterday. That's amazing. Well, y'all, I'm gonna get ready to get off of here. I thank you guys. I love you, my sugar foots. Stay tuned for more content. Don't forget. Oh yeah, Omaha Steaks. Yeah, they send me stuff on the email all the time. But don't forget to love, like, and share, and post your dishes. You know, I have Phillgud Cooking, Feel So Good Cooking group on Facebook. You can post your pictures there. I like little meats. I'm not big on meats as before when I was younger. Yeah, you know, as we get older, it's harder to digest. Thank you, Trixie. She said, enjoy your day, Chef. You know, y'all made my day by coming on and watching. So anyway, I'm going to get off of here and let y'all go about your day, and I'll see y'all soon. I love you. Have a good day. Give me some sugar. Mwah.